afternoon baseball from the Motor City, Comerica Park here in downtown Detroit. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Detroit Tigers. These two should be exciting to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Francisco Lindor is in the start. Things off here as he looks at the windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Lindor is retired, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And that misses for ball 1. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Well, if you're wondering if he's going to be loose for this game, there's our answer. 98 in the first inning. He's going to be coming right after.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes. To short, hit hard. Seager scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. And he takes a called strike 2.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he pops him up back behind second base. Lindor backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gonzalez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Chris Bryant. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he got him. Striding into the box, Mike Trout. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And the pitch. And he misses again, 2-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Baseman number 44,
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's the ball popped up high in the air for the catcher Gaddis. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So striding in, Justin Turner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Here's the pitch. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
There to take it is Trout, and that's out number one. Here's Corey Seager.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And this one's in the dirt. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. A ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike three, and there are two away.
Batting seventh, catcher Evan.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a gorgeous flip to second. And here's Charlie Blackmon now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Fielder, number 8. Charlie Blackmon.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. 1-1. Here it comes. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Takes a fastball on the inside.
2-2 the count.
Side corner. Hector Rondon.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 56. Hector.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
Another try at 2-2. Shin high fastball that time. Ball three.
Now this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball. I can't wait to see how this ends.
And he lays off there. Ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Longoria.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Comes set. Now the pitch. And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
Batting ninth.
Striding in, Gary Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. The second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Fielder, Alex Gordon.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Designated hitter, Ben Zobrist.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. And the throw is low that time to first. And did he have control of it? Yes, says the first base umpire. And there are 2 gone.
Jose Altuve.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that. Ready for another chance. A.J. Pollock 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Francisco Lindor.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager ranging into the outfield. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Carlos Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs. 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Gaddis goes to get it, and a good throw just beats him. Gonzalez is retired, 2 down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll look to Get
Leading
something going here.
For the Tigers, third baseman, Chris Ryan.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Gonzalez coming on. And that's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with one away. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez giving chase. He's got it, and there are two down now. Striding in once again, Corey Seager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. 1-2 now.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
First baseman number 44, Paul.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Stanton is after it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's a bullet up and in on the hands. Hard to turn on anything like that.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. This is flared out towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit down the third baseline. Bryant's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Got him swinging in the dirt. Gaddis recovers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Digging in, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled back. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this is going to be a foul ball. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Bumgarner's ready. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball. Digging in for his second at bat, Gary Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So here's Francisco Lindor now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. 1 there. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 of them. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on. onto it. A double play ball to second. 4. Altuve fields it cleanly to second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It can be tough to lay off a high fastball like that because right at your eye level, it looks like it's so easy to hit, and then it's by you. This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste 1. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
Pitch is a ball. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to... Ready for another chance. Ben Zobrist. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Ben Zobrist.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Here's another 2-2. Full count, 3-2. A.J. Pollock waits on deck. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado charging this one. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Fastball's too high here, 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stead either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball.
And he struck him out. Digging in once again. Mike Trout. He'll start things out here in a tie.
Mike Trout. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 36, Adam Liberator.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Now a hard liner, but foul. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Goldschmidt is retired. 2 down now.
Number 10.
Ready for another shot now. Justin Turner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Number 8.
Ready once again. Charlie Blackmon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This one's down to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on
68. Dylan Betances.
Giancarlo Stanton stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Set to deal on 2-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
The shortstop.
Here's Corey Seager. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Here's another 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Hard liner to center field. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Stepping in, Evan Longoria. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now is still nobody out. Tyler Thornburg comes in unexpected
for the Tigers.
Francisco Lindor will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Throw won't get him. Striding in, Carlos Gonzalez. He has a great opportunity now to break this tie, but I'd imagine at least the corners will be playing in here.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make them swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Has a look. Now the pitch. And this one gets away. He'll throw home with it. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Riding in once again, Nolan Arenado. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Striding into the box, Evan Gattis. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. First pitch cut that's by him for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Slow roller left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Ready with the 0-1. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Ben Zobrist now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Leading off for Washington, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Into the windup and the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Mike Trout comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Now that pitch won't light up the radar gun. It's not pretty, but it's effective when you set it up with the rest of your pitches.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Boy, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Gaddis is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Here's the second base. Baseman Jose Altuve.
Bottom of the ninth for the Tigers. Second baseman. Jose
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he lays off there 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Possible winning run on first. 1 man away. Pitch out. Nothing doing. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir. Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Justin Turner. He'll be the one to start things out as we beat. Cody Allen takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
For the Tigers, number 37.
And that's in there for a strike.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Over 2 with a walk for him so far. Lays off 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Another 2-2 offering. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Longoria. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, Corey Seager. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Corey Seager.
Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
First baseman
stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Low with the slurve there, 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Billy Hamilton.
Number 24, Billy Hamilton.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter...
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base pass. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch on the move again from first, and that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into score.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Andrew Miller is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance. Jason Kipnis will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. The 0-1. Now the double steal is on here. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they... pull off the double steal. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now. Ben Zobrist is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor has it. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Ready for another. Chance, Gary Sanchez. He's 2 for 3.
Sanchez.
First offering on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Lindor.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Here it comes on 1-1. Line drive to center field. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. Striding in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. He went down on strikes last time up. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 2-0. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Ready once again, Nolan Arenado, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Mike Trout is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have it. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Hit to short. Lindor gloves it on to first. And how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Pollock. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Here's Chris Bryant. Now, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. The tag by Turner, and they got him at second base. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Looking.
Leading off for the Nationals, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Wade Davis gets the ball
Now
as he'll take over to
Tigers,
start.
number 71, Wade Davis.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he got him swinging. Paul Goldschmidt becomes the first out of the inning. Throw will get him at first, and Davis is looking good here. 2 gone. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after stepping in and ready for another shot.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3. Here it is on 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's set. Here's the 3-1. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin.
Up next for the Tigers,
Jerry Familia takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Pitching for Washington, number 69.
Corey Seager is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Blackmon is under it. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. The pitcher. Wade Davis.
Wade Davis.
Here's the first pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Left fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now.
Now batting. Catcher, Matt.
Pitch out.
Wieters.
Nothing doing. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. On the ground to the right side. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the Tigers have won this one walk-off style.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs,
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. It's the home opener of this new season between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Washington Nationals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay. Right fielder.
Underway at the ballpark
Mookie
this afternoon
Betts.
as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just missed. This is the inside corner. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
So stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Strasburg on 1-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runners on the move for second. Taken for strike three. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Coming to the plate now, Ender Inciarte. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. This one's flared out toward left. Gonzalez comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. Two gone now. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Washington, the shortstop, Francisco.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped high in the air. Keuchel just to the right of the mound. One down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Third,
here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Grounder down the line at third, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. So with two away, Paul Goldschmidt gets a chance following the base hit.
Batting fourth.
So we're runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And stepping in, the power hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Standing in, Josh Donaldson. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. And that swung on and missed for strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. In now is Lorenzo Cain.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch on its way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
Well, good idea. He just missed the pitch. He got the wrong one. He's looking for a fastball there. They threw him a changeup, and he just didn't go down to get it to drop the bunt. Even if it's a changeup or anything off speed, you still got to have a good approach of putting the ball down on the ground.
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Kinsler, that's stolen base number 1 on the young season. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Third baseman.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Stepping in, Justin Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Turner.
And this will be fouled away. And he misses with it. 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Kane. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting 7th.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1-1. Here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
He'll try again. 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put. Striding into the box, Dallas Keuchel. 9-1-2 due up.
60.
Hit Dallas hard but foul.
Keuchel.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's flared toward left center. Gonzalez coming on. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts. He worked the walk to open up the ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Soft liner to the right side. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bogaerts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
The left fielder, number 11. Ender
Inciarte is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Gary Sanchez
sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out. Now at the plate, Steven Strasburg. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and very quickly two are gone here in the home third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Lindor. He popped out in his first trip. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1. Thus far.
Number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Strasburg on 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this. Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. This is flared out towards second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. Stepping up now, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a little tapper. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Stepping up to the plate, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0 delivery. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate two. And he is in there. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Fouled back. The 0-1 pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start you.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping in, Ian Kinsler. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Blackman is under it. 1 away. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit out toward second. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Dallas Keuchel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the curveball is chopped foul right at the plate. It's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Lucroy gathers. But no chance to recover. Sanchez is on at first after the strikeout. The pitcher, Steven Strasburg, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. On to Encarnacion, but it's too late to get them both.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kane will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a flare out to left center. Bogarts ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. Ready once again, Mike Trout. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground up the middle, Lindor comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Yoenis Cespedes will get the call.
Hitting for Tampa Bay, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Oh, and he misses it. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. A little bouncer. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Throw on to first, and that error won't. Digging in and looking for more, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit in 2 tries so far.
First baseman.
Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Betts has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Arenado.
This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Ready for another chance. Justin Turner. Nate Jones is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Now pitching for Tampa
and that
Bay.
changeup makes him jump. 65. A swing and a miss.
Nate Jones.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kane going back at the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. The tag, and he is out. Ready once again, Josh Donaldson. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. First pitch. The inning is taken. The pitch. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 here to start. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. One and 0 pitch on the way. Little dribbler down the line. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Blackman has a long run, but he takes charge for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Lucroy, 0 for 2. On his line thus far.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little...
And he will make the catch to wrap this one up. And the Nationals are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. Well, we've talked...